Now, one of the issues about grids is that, of course, they're about repetition. And if you get too much repetition, you get a little dull and boring, and, you want to mix things up a little bit. And a fancy word for that is anomaly. You can take the grid and your pattern in it and switch it around so that it breaks out of things a little bit. And this one kind of demonstrates that just a little bit. There are quite a few anomalies in this. It doesn't look like it right off the bat, but you start looking. This is a very subtle one here. See how the anomaly in this one row, and it's only one row, they started twisting the square. And it's just this little anomaly. It doesn't, really hit you until you start looking. What they chose to do up here was they opened up the square a little bit. They used the gradated grid concept, and they opened up the squares by making the motif inside smaller and smaller. And in this over here, they did it the other way. They got the square to fill more and more of the grid portion, and here it's filling less. They kind of tried to do the same thing down here with circles. On one side, you have a little circle in the middle of your square grid. On the other side, you have this great big one, and it's steadily getting bigger as it moves across. So you end up with sort of almost, a grid pattern happening here, a grid pattern happening here, one happening here, and it's sort of held together by this one little line of twisted cubes.